The lap times this time around.
Now let's see, Uriarte be late. Can do better than that, and that's what he's trying to show us at the moment. He's chasing Uriarte, he's ahead of
third place too. This is his signing off ride from Rookies Cup. Not only is he passed 3
on the brakes here, close up on that leading trio. So he comes out of the corner, the leading trio, Gonzalez and Pratama.
He had his first junior GP podium just a couple of weeks ago in Aragon. He is, but he's already announced to join the Aspar team alongside Maximo Quiles in Moto.
Still have the advantage. Marco Morelli over, but it's not green there, so that doesn't matter.
Marking out a wild card replacement ride in the Moto 3 World Championship as Veda goes with 3 next year. No plan B, he came into Rookies Cup with plan A.
Morelli has the advantage. Keandro Fadiva, the man who finished second, who did all
bumper cars with Gonzalez.
Yeah, he could see Brian and them getting
has well and truly worked out.
That's right, and he's looking for his first win. All the leading yesterday is in second place.
These 3 absolutely
away at the front, and he doesn't want to let that happen. That was pretty hairy stuff. But this season, he had 2 wins. He won in Jerez and Assen last year in Rookies Cup. But
grilling it now, Peter. They are over a 1/10 of a second quicker, maybe even 2/10 or 3.
Both got away from it, or away with it, but it's given an advantage to Uriarte and Morelli. And although he's got a couple of thirds and a second yesterday, he'd love to sign off
ahead of everybody else that last lap around, and that is making the difference. We're on board with the front. Veda, though, as he's got Daniel for company, looking up the inside right behind him.
With another victory. There he is, the number 95, the Argentine 18-year-old.
And he's got the Uriarte leading what's now really the chasers. We're looking at Semitani, the Japanese rider, just behind us. Christian really wants to try and find a way to make a move at turn 8, but I just don't think it's particularly 5 of Lightning McQueen on top of his helmet as well. He really, a little tribute. Inspired by Kevin Schwantz, that's why he runs the number 34. But look out front, Ramadipa, really possible with that as Brian moves all the way over to the inside of the track. To the cars film, as well as he moves into second place. Veda tried to get it back on now into the lead ahead of Morelli and Beñat Fernandez.
But Brian Uriarte is not letting them go. Look, he's
back at him, and Morelli going toe to toe. Morelli keeps the lead. Daniel up to third him, but missed out that time around. He also, Morelli loves the inside line here at turns 9 and 10.
They're in 4th place. He's close into them, and he's going to lock on to the rear of the number 7 Beñat Fernandez.
Pratama maintains 4th position. It's all on, Peter. Penultimate lap time coming up. All that yesterday, it nearly brought him a bit of grief as well as he cut it 2 inside a couple of.
Is in 3rd as they go down the hill.
And Ramadipa's lead was short-lived, but Morelli took him straight back. Gonzalez pushes Veda wide again. Let's see. Here we times nearly clipping the back wheels of various riders.
That's right, but assuming that he's kept the
He's saying, no, I need to lead this race. I've got the pace. I don't want to get overtaken in towards turn 1. We go then. 2 laps left of this absolute thriller in
same gearing as yesterday. He and Brian are on the short gearing, so he can do that time.
You're following me, but Morelli's smart. He knows he just needs to get out front and absolutely go for it. None of this Tilburg.
Now, Brian said after the race yesterday that he knew he had something over line and still get a good drive on the green stuff. Brian Uriarte has to watch out. You know, too many
up in the rear seat unit. Rubbish.
That's right. But he only qualified 15th. He was on the 5th row of the grid. Veda Pratama, he said, I can't tell you what it is, but I know something that he doesn't about this track. He excursions onto the green, and he's going to have a long lap penalty. But he's obviously trying to get away. And so, you know, if his pace is quicker than he was running in qualifying, maybe well, this is the time to show what he can do, because he's with Veda Pratama back in 4th. In fact, he's not getting away from Marco Morelli.
Yeah, Morelli.
The bike isn't really set up to do this, but he's a bright, wily rider, and he'll make the best of the 5th or 6th place at the moment. It's Marco Morelli who has the advantage. Christian Jack
definitely catching him sector by sector, isn't he? And as long as Pratama, Mitani and Danish.
Situation certainly. There's the 51 of Brian Uriarte. He'll be late on the brakes at the bottom there. He goes Junior up into third place behind Brian Uriarte, and Veda Pratama back in fourth place.
As well as Gonzalez, keep it fairly tidy as well. They'll be back on it, and that is not your usual.
From fourth to third.
Perfect line choice from the 95 and Morelli there, guarding
the great pressure from Benyat Fernandez and Gonzalez and Capuchin.
It's all very well. Natural overtaking place for David Gonzalez. Very nicely done indeed. Well done, that man. His line well and truly, not sacrificing his run through the penultimate turn into this final corner. In the upper hand and knowing something about this track that Veda doesn't. But Brian, Veda behind you. What have you got?
Go anywhere, won't he, Davies? He's a man on form superbly and very much, you know, hoping to pick up a motor.
They come, going to get a big drive up the hill. Mitani goes neck and neck with Ramadipa there. They go Marco Morelli out front. No plan B. 95 looking for a ride in the World Championship. Marco Morelli was a second quicker than everybody else on track that time around near it. Nearly come to blows out of the final corner. 4 laps to go, Peter. This is where it really changed. Championship next year. It's his final season in Rookies Cup. Will he sign off with another win before? Now for 145.3. Goodness gracious.
Man, that's incredible, isn't it?
Just they fan and weave across the start and finish straight in towards turn 1. Uriarte potentially heading to the world stage.
As I say, he qualified on the front row in third place. Absolutely superb.
Morelli's absolutely in the groove. This is like what we saw from one. Uriarte goes up the inside. He just makes it stick.
And on the spare bike. So he's obviously got this sorted out now. It's working.
Of his 2 wins back last year. No, it was actually Morelli who set the fastest.
We were saying could Mitani do what he did yesterday when he finished really well for him, and he's making full use of it.
Christian Daniel Jr. in third position as a track limits warns that graphic on your screen is wrong.
Okay, right. So Brian Uriarte had fifth after coming off the back of the grid. Well, he's already up into fourth place briefly, back to fifth just now.
One more time on the green, and he too will have a long lap penalty. He cannot afford to make
the advantage. He's now got Marco Morelli locked onto the rear. Pirelli of...
Oh, big moment for Benyat Fernandez then as Marco Morelli comes up at the inside then. We got that mistake again. The number 70 going for second. Up on the inside of Brian Uriarte.
That KTM.
Tinez has gone down unfortunately at turn 2. That's a shame. I think Uriarte looking back from second, but no, in the lead actually now is Uriarte. So there you go. Finally makes a move at turn 7. Absolutely brilliant from the American. The same happened yesterday, didn't it? Tinez went wide yesterday. Sorry, finished. He wasn't letting them get away. He's back in front, in charge, in command here in Rookies Cup. But a second spot. This is absolutely sensational. And it's going to be a 14th, a couple of points, but fastest lap of the race earlier in the gravel this time around of race 2.
Yeah, and you know, the way he rode yesterday was just so superb. He sat about 5 abreast on the brakes here. It's Marco Morelli with the advantage.
Veda on the inside. Unfortunately for the Venezuelan.
And he's rejoined the race, so maybe he'll pick up a place again. And they're right on the tail with the confidence that he said that he knew that he could.
Brian's back to 5th, Peter.
Yeah, and are they going to keep off the green as they go on to the last?